I'm Van Meyer. I'm JP Rosser.
And I'm Jacob Savage, and today we'll present to you about preventing cyber attacks in hospitals.
Okay, so our main target audience for this presentation is about all of the healthcare institutions, specifically in the state of California. And this is backed up by the health sector ransomware trends for third quarter 2021 report. And especially because California is one of the largest states, of course, it has the most territory for hackers to try to hack into with hospitals. And this issue is a global issue, of course, but we're focusing on California because it's heavily impacted. So as for our challenge statement, we're focusing a lot on ransomware, and ransomware is kind of like when a hacker or malicious person gets into a system and they prevent hospitals from using the normal technology they would want to use on a regular basis, and they demand payment in order for these hospitals to actually get access to the stuff they want to use every day. And reports have found out that it's better not to pay these people because that doesn't actually solve the problem. In the long run, we need to use our engineering solution to solve this problem.
All right, going into the challenges of our product, main problem is funding. So we have some private sector funding that we could get through DigiHeals, which have given $16 million funds to companies like us, but we need some higher amounts of funding. So we're looking towards the government to give it to us. But with the government, we obviously have to prove that we are worthy for their funding, so that will take a little longer. And then our final problem is the amount of time that it's going to take for our project to get implemented, as we want it to take as little time as possible to reduce cyber attacks. It'll obviously take a long time to get the funding and the policies to the companies and the health centers across the state, and then hopefully the country.
With all these challenges, what are we going to do? Good thing we came up with this amazing solution. In this solution, the government needs to take the lead role to solve this problem because they'll help with proper funding and policies. A possible path for the government to take is to create its own government agency that will address all these problems. An article by the Health Sector Coordinating Council stated that enhanced governmental programs and policy could offset the cost of existing cybersecurity regulatory requirements with a coordinated and coherent approach to the reduction of cybersecurity risk in the healthcare sector. So what this means is that with the help of government programs, the costs will get brought down to deal with these cybersecurity attacks. There will be numerous responsibilities for this agency to cover. Potential responsibilities include pushing for better staffing education on cybersecurity with raising awareness on phishing scams, encouraging healthcare institutions to switch to 2FA, which stands for two-factor authentication. What this will do is add another layer of security for people when they're logging into their bank account systems. And finally, mandating minimum levels of security that will help protect these hospitals.
Moving on to the visual, we have our main idea for the solution up top, which is our government agency, and then we have the three branches of what it will target, which is educating staff, mandating two-factor authentication, and mandating minimum levels of security with security checks that are recurring. And these three are going to be the main goals and actions of this agency. In our competition, there exists another group called the MindPoint Group, which already focuses on educating staff to prevent cybersecurity attacks and teaching them not to fall for the scams. Our solution, however, is different from the MindPoint Group because we are looking for government taking the lead in it instead of an individual group, and we are focusing on factors other than just educating staffing, such as the two-factor authentication and security checks. For our future plans, our plan is to spread our solution into other states whose healthcare institutions are also facing a lot of cyber attacks. And if we are successful with California, then that'll help us get more funding for other states, essentially using California as a bit of a guinea pig, which this also addresses one of the challenges of our problem right now, because if California works, it'll be easier to gain more funding for other states, because California is currently the most targeted for cyber attacks.